And hello everyone, welcome to another Let's Play. This is Myrokos, and today, after a bit of a hiatus and a test stream beforehand, we will be wrapping up the Eden questline from Shadowbringers. Remember to like, share, and subscribe on YouTube, and give me a follow on Twitch if you like what you see. If you didn't like what you see but you made it all the way through to the end, thank you. And yeah, let's get started. Worlds apart. Yalford is the bearer of tidings of some description. Okay. Good news, or at least it has the potential to be good news. I've received word from Master Oriange. Unfortunately, the message was rather thin on details. He only requested that you return to the Crystarium to meet him at the Wandering Stairs. Not the most likely place for important meetings, but I suppose you might be able to squeeze in a pint or two while you're there. Okay, so this clearly took place before I wrapped up. Okay, I can't help but wonder why Master Oriange did not meet you here in Mordsuk. I suppose the food and drink on offer in the Crystarium are somewhat better suited to those with sensitive palates. Perhaps that's it. Who knows? Heat wave. I accept mine apologies for calling thee hither at such short notice. The matter I wish to discuss is of considerable import. If it's that urgent, wouldn't it be quicker to use those link pearl things Reen's been telling me about? These are words best delivered in person. Did something happen to the empty? Not that doth warrant our immediate attention. The elements are in a state of equilibrium, and the propagation of flora continues apace. So what's this about, then? As thou art aware, we are not of this world, hailing from what is referred to as the Source. However, unlike Myrokos, Thancred and I exist only as ether given corporeal form. Our bodies remaineth on the Source, though the thread that binds us to them doth grow weaker with the passage of time. And if you stay here too long, you might never be able to return. Precisely. Now, with the wheels of change in the empty set in motion, we believe this a fitting juncture to take our leave. We shall but regret not being present to see the transformation reach its completion. That hardly seems worth losing your bodies over, though. If you have to go back to your own world, who are we to stop you? I always knew this day would come. You still have Gaia and Myrokos. I know that you'll see this through to the end together. We will. I may not be half the woman Minfilia was, but I have friends I can turn to. They might be brutally honest in their opinion at times, or prefer to save their words and let their actions do the talking, but I wouldn't have it any other way. We won't let you down, just promise you won't transform into a crazy ice lady and try to kill me again. Though I can't say what the future might bring, no doubt Reen and Gaia will need your support in the days to come. Alas, the mysteries surrounding the fairy are yet to be resolved. Whether thou shouldst find the answers that thou seekest or nay, lend not thine ears to its honeyed words, for thy will is thine own. Never forget this. I won't. The time of our departure is at hand, yet know that no matter where we may be, ever shall we pray for your success. With Ilya and Jane Tancred set to leave the first, it seems wise to share this development with Yalfort, who will continue to oversee expeditions into the empty. Go back to Mordsuk. You're back sooner than expected. Is everything all right? Oh dear, that is rather unfortunate. I dare say it's something jolly important for them to leave in such a hurry. In any case, I wish them the best of luck wherever their work may take them. I shall remain here and hold the fort, as it were, and make the necessary provisions should any further forays into the empty be required. Safe travels, Master Myrokos. Oh, thank you. And we got an orchestrating scroll. Empty promise. Yalfort is so engrossed in the slip of paper in his hand that he barely notices your approach. Do try not to startle him. Myrokos, so the rumors of your knack for being in the right place at the right time are true. You see, we've just completed our preparations for another expedition to the empty. Miss Reen and Miss Gaia agree that it's high time you all went to see how things are coming along, though I must say being at their beck and call night and day does test my patience on occasion. Well, fancy seeing you here. Myrokos? We were just getting ready for another ride on the Sky Slipper. Care to join us? There was one other thing I should mention before you depart. Now that the situation in Yulmore has settled down somewhat, my associates have made some headway in investigating your past, Miss Gaia. Is that so? I thought that's what you wanted. So I did, but I quite like the way things are now. Digging around in my past might, I don't know, spoil it somehow. Besides, uncovering the truth behind the voice in my head and my strange powers is bound to be more interesting than whatever life it was I had in Yulmore. I understand. We'll find the answers together, just like we do everything else. Did you make that necklace? How were the coffee biscuits? You mean from the ice crystal we found after the battle? I was sure it would have melted by now, but it seems Reen was right. And yes, we had it made into a necklace. She insisted that I have it, even though it doesn't suit me at all. I suppose it makes a nice memento, so I keep it somewhere safe. Oh, come on, Gaia. It looked lovely on you. Wait, you're not embarrassed to wear it, are you? Don't be silly, of course. Don't be silly, of course I'm not. In any case, I wouldn't want to lose it while we're in the empty. Unlike the coffee biscuits you've brought along, I can't just go and buy another one. They were supposed to be a surprise from Myrokos. Okay. And in case you were wondering, I haven't been neglecting my training. I wouldn't want my skills to get rusty because Thancred's not around. I'm ready for whatever lies ahead. Ariandre would also be pleased to hear you've had your head in those fusty old poems. I've even done a bit of studying myself. After all, it's up to us to take care of the empty now. I'm looking forward to seeing how things have changed since our last visit. Come on, let's head over to the derrick. I'm hoping that one of these days I'll be allowed to visit the empty and see those remarkable changes for myself. It seems like a fair reward for all my hard work. This time, those giant ant things had the good sense to leave us alone on our way here. It seems they've learned their lesson. Oh, I love that it's a heat wave and you get a rippling effect because it's so hot. I didn't suppose you fancy taking the helm this time. Wait, I'll pilot this time. Oh, I didn't realize you knew how. While you were off training, I was practicing with another sky slipper they have at the Crystarium. Really? That's fantastic. Hardly you've been pulling more than your own weight, and I just wanted to do what I can to contribute more. So you two can sit back and relax, and leave it to me. Well, Gaia certainly kept that quiet. She's just full of surprises, isn't she? There's no need to look so apprehensive, you know. Let's get going, shall we? It's so strange suddenly seeing you at the controls. Why didn't you tell me you'd been practicing? I thought I'd surprise you, that's all. Well, consider me surprised. All this time I thought you were only good for smashing things with your hammer. Bring that up again and you can walk the rest of the way. Ooh. I'd best behave. I wouldn't want to get stranded in the empty and miss the festival. Festival? What festival? Ah, I suppose this is the first you would have heard of it. We haven't exactly been keeping it a secret, but it's still in the planning stages. You see, the return of the night sky has brought lots of changes, and while everyone is glad, the reality is it's also been quite stressful, having to adapt to a new way of life. Seeing how hard our elders are working to keep the Crystarium running, youths like myself came up with the idea of hosting an event as a way of expressing our appreciation. Oh, that's nice. Once we return from the empty, I'll be helping as one of the organizers. I'd be happy to help, provided I'm suitably compensated. I'd offer to help, but I think you have everything well in hand. I doubt we could afford the services of a great hero such as you, but thanks for the offering. If everything goes well, all you'd need to do is turn up and enjoy yourself. How about you, Gaia? Would you like to help with the festival? What's that? I haven't been listening. My leg is cramping up a bit. Piloting this thing must have made me more tense than I'd realized. Then let one of us take over. No, I'll be fine. Well, as long as you're sure, but if you feel like switching places, just say the word. No, how can this be? Uh-oh. I think that explains it. Light. Does this mean there's still too much of it in the empty? I am no expert, but this might be a result of losing control when you restored the ice element. Even though I tried to use darkness to hold it back, the light spilling forth... to hold back the light spilling forth, it seems it wasn't enough. Then we're right back where we to where we started. This is all my fault. No, Reen, you mustn't blame yourself. Uh-oh. You have returned to me. Restore the darkness while you still can. A familiar voice, an inescapable fate, the promise of salvation at the precipice of ruin. In the remains of a lost past, I would find my truth. So it's reverted back to Earth aspected with light seeping in. Charming. It's been so long since Gaia had one of her headaches, that I thought the fairy might have disappeared for good. Do you think it's got something to do with Eden? Fear of the dark. Gaia appears to be conversing with the voice inside her head. Restore darkness. What did you say, Gaia? Restore the darkness to the world flooded by light. Ah, that's it. We thought we'd restored balance to the 6 elements, but perhaps they're still too strongly aligned with light. If that's the case, maybe we can set things right by using darkness. By using darkness? Are you serious? But hold on. It might actually work. Gaia, that's a brilliant idea. I wouldn't go that far. I just remembered what I learned during our adventures, that's all. But does this mean we'll need to call on your services again but this does mean we'll need to call on your services again if that's all right with you? What do you think I'm here for? We've come this far together and we'll see our mission to the end, to Eden's core. I'll say one thing before we start. If this all goes horribly wrong, don't even think about pinning it on me. Not that it will, of course. Right, let's get started. But were there any primals aligned with darkness? I can't seem to recall any. You mean there isn't one? Nope. The Ascian's god's zodiac may be suitable, but we need something that Myrokos has actually encountered, and preferably defeated. Well, that does does it have to be a primal for it to work? If it's just a lot of darkness that we need, perhaps there's another way. There are other ways to get to it. You may be right. What we ultimately need is a state of highly charged darkness. It shouldn't matter what form it takes. Does anything come to mind, Myrokos? Well, there's the cloud of darkness. I dare say the flood of darkness had a fair bit of darkness. I know a few void scent that would fit the bill. You mean the catastrophe that swallowed the 13th and turned it into a lifeless void? We might need something on a slightly smaller scale. The cloud of darkness. I can't begin to imagine how powerful it must have been. I'd say we found the perfect candidate. But where to find a suitable place, one where darkness is strong? It won't be easy in a world flooded by light. Well, we've got the Warrior of Darkness and the Oracle of Darkness right here. It seems like a good enough spot to me. But what about the light-aligned ether that's all around us? That's where you come in. You can suppress the light while I draw out the dark. By combining our powers, we can make it work wherever we are. Combining our powers. Yes, between us, there's nothing we can't achieve. Don't be afraid, Gaia. Why would she be afraid of her own idea? I'm not afraid, just very concerned that this will all go horribly wrong, which is the same thing, I suppose. Anyway, it's not easy coming up with these plans by ourselves. That's true, but when this is over, we can reward ourselves with all sorts of delicious treats at the festival. Festival? What do you mean? We spoke about it on the way here, remember? I asked if you wanted to take part. I was busy piloting the Sky Slippers, so I probably wasn't paying attention. Oh, well, not to worry, we can talk about that later. Right now, we've got a job to do. I'll draw out the ambient ether, and I'll shift its alignment to darkness. Now, Myrokos, focus your thoughts. Memories of the cloud of darkness enshroud your mind. I've called forth a real void scent before, so everyone tells me anyway, but this is unknown territory for me. With the two of you by my side though, I'm sure it'll work. This is the first time we've tried this since that disaster with Shiva, so I'd be lying if I said I wasn't nervous. Even so, I can't afford to waver now. Okay then. Let's get going. Umbra. Ah, he's on. I'll get back to Lethal Colonel later. Okay. Wow, an average of 15 minutes of wait time. This could be a while. And here we go. And I noticed earlier that my glam doesn't have the photon earrings. I'm gonna have to fix that at some point, but oh well. Yay!
I'm drawing out the darkness. Get ready.
It worked, Gaia! We've done it!
No, nope, not that one. Whoa! Oh. And we lost a healer. Whoa, whoa. People moving around. An interesting fight. Ugh. Well, stick with the group. How I managed to live through that, I will never know. Well, that's awkward. Yeah. Both healers stood in that? Oh, okay. Okay, God. Oh, so that was what a world flooded by darkness would look like. That all went surprisingly well. Of course, we have Myrokos to thank for slaying that ghastly creature. You were fantastic, Gaia. Anyone would think you're an old hand at this. You weren't so bad yourself. We make quite a team, don't we? We certainly do. I don't know about you two, but I'm itching to see whether our hard work has paid off. Let's head back. The plants are just as lifeless as they were before. Maybe the light's influence is still too strong? What in the world? In fleeting hues and endless warmth, a gentle light washed over me. Ah. A glimmer of hope once lost. I'm still not sure what that enormous crystal actually does or why it changes color, but I'm sure it didn't look like that before. Huh. Shadows of the past. Gaia is more than a little vexed that your last outing did not result in greater changes to the empty. We tipped the scales away from the light, I'm sure of it, but something's wrong. Very wrong. For 100 long years I have waited for this moment. I knew it. You've been hiding inside Eden all this time. Oh no, not an Ascian portal. Yep. An Ascian. I am Metron, servant of Zodiac. The voice that has whispered to me all my life. Indeed, and thanks to you, I am all but free of my prison of light. Does that mean Eden was used to seal away an Ascian? Wait, that is Eden, an Ascian transformed into a Sin Eater. Huh. I've heard enough about Ascians to know they're nothing but trouble, but I never imagined that one of them was behind all of this. I thought that restoring the darkness was my idea, but this was your plan from the very beginning. It was. But all it took was the slightest suggestion. The rest was entirely your own doing. Ah, my freedom is so close, I can almost taste it. Finally, my soul may journey beyond the flesh to, beyond the flesh, to which I am yet bound. Okay? I knew you would come for me, Gaia. Don't flatter yourself. You've caused me nothing but pain. If I've helped you, it wasn't intentional. Even now, your memories elude you. Hearken unto me, Gaia, and remember. In an age past, the world you know as the 13th was flooded by darkness. Like ripples in water, the repercussions were felt in the other shards. None more so than here on the first. It became perilously imbalanced and susceptible to the influence of light. Were light to consume the first, as darkness did the 13th, it would likewise become a lifeless void, lost to our cause. We could not allow this mistake to be repeated. It was our duty to safeguard this world from the selfsame fate. After a time, Eretzelk conceived of a plan to trigger a rejoining, utilizing the very light we had labored to keep in check, and tasked us with bringing the plan to fruition. But at the last, we were thwarted by Ardbert and his companions. Though our resolve was strong, theirs was stronger still, and as we fell, so too was the light unleashed. For us, however, death is not the end. Though our bodies may perish, our souls live on, withdrawing but temporarily to the rift. Until you can find a new body to possess. I too would have been reborn, but ere my soul could leave its corporeal form, Ardbert struck me with a blade of purest light, and that light enveloped my body, twisting it beyond recognition. Eden, the first Thing Eater. Huh. My soul felt such agony as I had ever known, and then I knew no more. In my insensate, instinctive state, influenced by Ardbert's fervent desire to banish the darkness, I unleashed the light burgeoning within me, and it spread as an all-consuming wave to every corner of the world. The flood of light. So that's how Sin Eaters came to be. All would have been lost had not the one called Minfilia appeared, halting the light's inexorable advance. She saved what little still remained of the world. In the process, she also restored to me a sliver of my consciousness. Though I remained trapped in my altered form, motionless, I was capable only of feeble whispering. Emmett Selk, couldn't he have saved you? Perhaps he could have, if such had been his wish. Far easier, however, to simply find another piece of my fractured soul to replace me. Oh yeah, because the red masked Assassins have the shoulder portions. From his perspective, there was no need to intervene and potentially disturb the balance of ether, and so here I remained. So yeah, he did find another. So after you failed, he left you here to rot. Some friend he turned out to be. Thus abandoned, I called out for what seemed like an eternity to the only soul who could save me. You, Gaia. All this time you were calling to me for help? Yes, but you had forgotten me, forgotten our duty. The vestiges of your true power remained, you could not wield it at will. Time went by, and eventually change came. The light began to subside, and the dark of night returned. Gradually, my voice grew stronger until I was able to exert my will over you. You wanted me to free your soul from Eden, which is why you had me attack it. Another plan that ended in failure thanks to Myrokos. Indeed. Thankfully, your subsequent attempts to restore this barren land allowed Eden to absorb more and more ether aligned closer to darkness, gradually eroding the cage of light that holds me. Owing to your most recent efforts, my mind is wholly my own once more, and I am able to project my image beyond those confines. Then all this time we've been helping to free an Ascian? That's a fine tale, but why should I care about any of it? What are you to me? Come with me to Eden's core. There all shall become clear. Wait. We've lost a, Ethernet shard. Okay, there it is, but it wasn't there in the cutscene. Eek. I have a bad feeling about this, but if we want to restore the land, we need to know what we're dealing with. I've just realized something. If Eden has been absorbing all that rebalanced ether, that must be why we've struggled to restore life to the empty. I suppose we can think about it later, though. More importantly, it seems I've lost control over Eden. Most likely because of the Ascian. Urianger specifically warned us about not listening to the fairy's honeyed words, so we'd better think this through before we go rushing in. If only he and Thancred were here now. What are you talking about? I'm sorry, Gaia. I shouldn't be so quick to lose heart. What? No, that's not what I meant. Who are Urianger and Thancred? What? Did you just forget Urianger and Thancred? Wait, I know those people. I'm sure of it. But why can't I remember them? I thought something was strange when I mentioned the festival on board Eden. It was as though you had no recollection of our earlier conversation. This is most likely connected to Mitron. Damn it all. What more is that fiend going to take from me? To tell the truth, the thing that frightens me most is that you might forget about us. That won't happen. For every memory I lose, we'll make 2 more together. And if I need to know something, I can just ask you. Why not start by telling me about Oriange and Thancred? To be honest, my nerves are all a jitter, so I need something to help me settle down before we confront Mitron. Oriange is probably the most intelligent person I know. He spends a lot of time reading, but he also says that you can't learn everything from books, and encouraged me to go out and see the world for myself. Sounds sensible to me. Much better to experience things firsthand than to read about someone else's. Like those coffee biscuits. No book could ever describe how good they taste. Is there anything else you can tell me about him, Myrokos? He's devoted to the study of prophecies. He can walk on water until he can't. Prophecies are funny things, if you ask me. If people know that something terrible is going to happen, they'll go and prevent it, which could make the prophecy untrue. I wonder what Oriange would say to that. As for Thancred, he is the one who freed me from Yulmar. At first I thought of him as my knight in shining armor, but really he was much more than that. We traveled all over Norfront, and he helped me become the person I am today. He even gave me my name. He's also an expert at infiltration. His gift for song won the heart of many a fair lady, or so he claims. I think I'll go with that one. Singing? That doesn't sound like the Thancred I know. It seems he has a way with words. That must be how he was able to choose such a pretty name for you. Actually, while we're on the subject, that gunblade over there belonged to Thancred. As far as mementos go, it's a bit on the cumbersome side, but it reminds me of our adventures together. Even though there's little chance I'll ever see him again, it still feels like he's here with me. Keeping your memories close. Is the necklace in there? Or did she tie it to her wrist? You know what? I should keep a diary. Even if I forget everything else, at least I will have something to look back on. That's a brilliant idea, since we're going to be making lots of new memories together, and maybe I could write in it too. As long as you improve your handwriting before you go scrawling all over it. I'd like your entries to be vaguely legible, if you don't mind. Oh, so she doesn't really know how to write. Or her writing, she knows how to write, but it's chicken scratch. Of course, your ladyship. But before that, we've got an Ascian to deal with. Let's get this over with. When I think back on the days I spent with everyone, it's always the tiny, frivolous details that spring to mind. The smiles, the little gestures. It's not as though I made a conscious effort to remember them, but they stuck with me all the same. I suppose that's what memories are, a collection of all those seemingly insignificant moments. While they may not have made a huge difference in the grand scheme of things, they mean the world to me. It was good to hear about our friends, but I still have no recollection of them whatsoever. It's just like all those things Matron was saying. How can I even tell if they are true or not if I don't remember? There's no point dwelling on it though, nothing for it but to press on. We came as you asked, so start talking. Why settle for mere words when I can offer something far greater? Eden will now afford you a glimpse of the past. More than a glimpse, in fact, it will be as real as any of the foes you yourselves have conjured forth. Conjured forth? Wait, you don't mean to perform a summoning, do you? I do. I shall recreate the battle of 100 years past, which pitted Ardbert and his fellow warriors of light against their nemesis, the Shadow Keeper. Wait, what? Just as Mxalk recreated the final days of Amarot, so who will play the part of Ardbert? Is that so? It seems much and more has occurred during my absence. No doubt he employed creation magics to breathe life into his recollections of the past. And what do you hope to achieve with this history lesson of yours? You shall see. You shall remember now, you shall remember. Now your very soul will revisit that fateful day 100 years ago. Gaia, you can't trust Matron. If you do, you'll end up being manipulated again. Reen. You're right. My days of being controlled by this demon are over. I have a new life now, and I won't let anyone take that away from me. My will is my own. You have no hold over me. This is all you're doing. Accursed minions of light. I should be the one at her side, not you or anyone else. I will take her beyond the reach of your poisonous influence and keep her safe. What have you done with Gaia? Nothing yet, but soon I will restore her to her true self. And you will help me to do so by conquering the adversary I present before you. I knew it was risky trusting an Ascian, but we played right into Mitron's hands. We'll do whatever it takes to save Gaia. There's no choice but to do as Mitron says. Agreed. There's no telling what kind of danger she's in, but wherever she is, I know she's giving her all. Even though we're apart, we'll fight as one. Together we'll bring an end to Mitron's wicked schemes. It looks like Mitron's grip on Eden has loosened somewhat, perhaps to allow me to send you to the battlefield. Once you get there, don't let your guard down. While this may be a reenactment of a moment in history, the threat you face is very real. Whatever happens, you must make it through this. Gaia is counting on us. I wish I knew more about this Shadow Keeper. Then at least we'd be a little better prepared. All I can say is, please be careful. Okay, here we go.
So this all took place 100 years ago. But what does it have to do with Gaia?
Wait a minute, this is... This is way class. Oh. Damn it. Ah. Well. Ugh, I'm dead. I couldn't get out of that in time. There was way too much stuff going on. Okay, I think I dodged the massive AoE, but I then couldn't escape the... Oh. That's way too quick. Ah! Dead. I think I was also still on the brink of death at the point that I, Seriously? I can't do anything. Why does this all seem so familiar? Neutrons returned Gaia to us, but I have a feeling this isn't over yet. The Warriors of Light, the Shadow Keeper. I've seen this all before. Yes, you and I joined our power as one to create the Shadow Keeper. We bore witness to its battle with the Warriors of Light. Our power, so I was there, and I wasn't alone. No, Gaia, it's not true. It can't be. How can you have been there 100 years ago? Look deep inside. You know it was real. Cast aside those worthless memories and embrace who you truly are. Worthless? Now I see. This is why you've been tampering with my memories ever since I was a child. Just so. And now I possess the means to purge them entirely. Your rebirth will finally be complete. You've no right to deny me a life, to rob me of what I hold most precious. My memories may seem worthless to you, but not to me. I will never be yours. My place is here, in this world, in this life, in this moment. Wherever my friends are, that is where I belong. Then you would turn your back on our glorious past, on the lives we once lived. Any past I may have shared with you is long gone. I live in the here and now, striving to build a better future, and I'll be damned if I let you take that away from me. To be reunited at long last, only to be shunned. Would that I had died with you, to be reborn. Even without knowledge of your past, we may yet forge a future together. I am sick of your riddles. Speak plainly or not at all. You and I fought the Warriors of Light as one, joined in both body and soul. When Ardbridge struck his final blow, the light tore through the bonds that held us. Though you perished, I was condemned to a far worse fate. My flesh became my prison, and I was cursed to remain here, an abomination while you lived on with others at your side. I will suffer it no more. You belong to me. I too was once held against my will, robbed of my freedom, to be trapped and alone for 100 years. I can't begin to imagine the pain you must have felt. But that doesn't give you the right to deny Gaia a chance at happiness. We once knew happiness, true happiness, until fate conspired to tear us apart. I will never let that happen again. We shall be joined as one. My memory is yours, together for all eternity. the darkness, it's rising within me. That mark. What is this? Why am I? Hold on, Gaia. Whatever it is, you mustn't give in. Oh no, she's forgotten her name. She's forgotten us. Who are you? Yes, yes. Now nothing will keep you from me. I am yours, and you are mine. Oh no, not an Aston Prime. We are one. We remember. So it's true. Gaia really is a reincarnated Ascian. The girl you once knew is no more. The Ascian who held the seat of Longriff is all that remains. Gaia is her true name. Oh, I remember this place. Oh, Longriff, how long has it been? How long have I dreamed of this day? Is that you, Matron? Forgive me, I didn't recognize you. In my defense, my memories have only recently been restored. My mind is still a little hazy. Hardly surprising. No matter how many times we are reborn, it is disorienting to have everything change around you. Even so, I immediately recognized your resplendent soul. I cling to the hope that one day you will likewise remember mine. You always were a forgetful one. I could never forget you, try as I might. But tell me, what do you know of my past? I admit my memory may need refreshing. We served together as members of the Convocation of 14, dedicated to the summoning of Lord Zodiac. Although the task assigned to you eventually fell to Elidibus. Ah, yes, I remember. Amidst the chaos and despair, you never left my side, my loyal protector. But in the end, it was in vain. I was powerless to prevent Hydaelyn from tearing our world asunder. Oh, so Longriff was supposed to be from the heart of Zodiac. Huh. So I heard from Emmett Salk. We labor to make our world whole again. That's why he restored my memories so that I can play my part. Our part. Alone we struggle, but by joining your power with mine, we may yet succeed. My power? You always were one for flattery. Oh, I assure you I am quite sincere. It would be my honor to serve the cause alongside you, and I shan't take no for an answer. The honor is mine. For as much as I chide and tease you, you are everything to me, my inspiration. When I'm with you, I fear nothing. Promise me that we will never be parted again. I promise. Even should fate conspire to separate us, I will reach out to you wherever you may be. And I will come running. But he doesn't have the mantle of office, his spikes. Wouldn't he have them in that memory? We were destined to find each other, to awaken our buried past, and be reborn anew. Though our brethren employ crystals to return sundered souls to their office, without them, such a feat was beyond my reach. But by becoming one in mind and body, my memories are yours. At last you have awoken. Now the time has come to restore our world to the utopia it once was. Let Gaia go. You are not worthy to speak that name. If you must call her anything, use the name chosen by her parents, if you even know what that is. No. Tell me her name is... no. To me, her name is Gaia. And nothing you say about her makes any difference to me. I don't care if she's an Asian, she's my friend. Was your friend. Never again will she answer to your cries. We won't give up on her, we'll break the shackles that bind her. Your wicked schemes have gone far enough. We're taking Gaia back. Accursed servants of light, you will not tear us apart again. What is this? Visions in my mind? A summoning? All your hopes and fears turned against you. There is no escape from your past. Voice of the soul, Reed is racked with agony as unseen tendrils grasp at her memories. No, my memories, they're being used to fuel a summoning. Yeah. Is this how it feels to have the fairy inside my mind? To think Gaia had to endure it for so long. You're right. However bad this is, it's nothing compared to what she's going through now. But if the summoning really is based on my hopes and fears, it will not most likely create a foe unlike any you've ever fought before. Whatever it may be, I believe in you. We'll find a way through this. I know it. Oh. That was quick.
I know this place. It's the jail in Yulmore. Whatever stands in our way, we will never give up hope.
I'm the only one fit to protect her.
To think that this could be born from my memories. That creature is passing on its ether.
How about you? You're not going anywhere. Oh! A feeble shield protects nothing. How about you?
Oh.
You're not going anywhere. Oh! Light claim you.
I sense a surge in the ether.
Come, show me your strength. beast of my blood, answer my call. Let's try something else.
The blade is imbued with light.
How about you? You're not going anywhere. Fall! The light will cleanse your sins.
The light's so strong. I can't sense anything else.
A feeble shield protects nothing. Light claim you. How about you? How about you? A feeble shield protects nothing. Light claim you. How about you? You're not going anywhere. Oh!
She deserves all the happiness in the world.
So this is the way of the Ascians, to use the memories of our loved ones against us. That fragmented soul should triumph over their fears, and while we succumbed to ours, thereby setting our star upon a course of ruin. That inferior beings such as you should succeed while we failed. It defies all logic. Now's your chance. Gaia's still in there, fighting to free herself from Logriff's will. Even now, you would defy us? We will remove every last vestige of your meaningless mortal existence. Gaia's memories, they're being destroyed. Impurities must be purged. We shall begin by erasing you from her past, and then by your deaths erase you from her future. There is no place for you in our utopia. But is it really a utopia if she doesn't have a choice? We may be mere mortals, our souls fragmented, but our existence is not meaningless. And you should understand this. Before you awoke as an Ascian, you once lived as one of us. You had your own memories, and surely they mean something. The lives you led can't all have been for nothing. To we who have known perfection, they are less than nothing. Compared to yours, our lives may seem insignificant. Nevertheless, we live them to the fullest, and though it may take us 1,000 years, we have the potential to build a world every bit as wonderful as yours. But you won't even allow us a chance to live our own lives and forge our own future. Whatever you forge will inevitably crumble to dust, but we are immortal, our legacy eternal. If our world cannot be made complete as it once was, we will create a perfect moment that shall last forever. By our hand shall our paradise be made, where there is no beginning and no end. So he's just going to freeze time? That's not even living. Like... Eden's absorbing enormous amounts of ether. At this rate, the whole world will be drained. Uh-oh. Light and darkness, the elements of nature, all in harmony. A sublime utopia where time has no meaning. We shall become one with Eden, free to live in peace for eternity. But eternity is a very long time, so suppose you have it, what are you going to do? There's only one thing for it. I'll try to disrupt the balance of ether and create an opening for you. We can't let it end like this. It's up to us to save Gaia. Metron won't get away with this. It's all about love, friendship, and courage. A place where time has no meaning, where there is no beginning and no end. I'm not sure I like the sound of that. We all die someday, but that's what makes life so precious. And I know that Gaia wouldn't want that to simply exist without any hope for the future, to stay the same forever. How she lives is up to her. It's not for Mitron or anyone else to decide. We'll free her from that fiend and give her the chance she deserves. Ah, so that's a little better. Not having to be... Although, I do... Having the title there is good as a marker for where I am. I can... But during battle... Okay, here we come, eternity. If you're gonna queue for something, you better make certain you're available to do it.
Eden will become a utopia. One that we may share for all eternity.
She's still in there. Somewhere. I won't give up on our future, Gaia. No matter what.
Oh, this is the music from the patch trailer.
Joined
Nice.
as one, never to be parted, unbound by past or future in this single perfect moment. We shall draw your memories from. And they will be your undoing. Must you interfere? Our utopia will only be complete. Once you are erased from our memory.
You've got to protect her memories. Hurry!
You would defy us.
Delicious, aren't they?
These are actually quite good.
See? Let's have another one. Half each.
Such fragile things, memories.
What happened to the other half?
Am I being erased from her memory?
Pitiful!
I told you it would make a great necklace.
It's beautiful. I think it'll really suit you.
Me? But I thought you should have it.
They shatter. They fade.
Is this ice? Where did this come from?
If this goes on much longer, she'll forget everything.
We tire of your insolence.
How about... this one.
That's my color. Now, this one on the other hand. What am I doing with this? I'd never wear this color.
No! We can't let this happen!
You are unworthy of my utopia. We shall bring eternal harmony. Tranquility and vitality in perfect balance. Why will you not disappear? No! Our utopia cannot fall! Now your memories belong to us. Memories of ice. Memories of Earth.
Ugh. It's drawing from everything now.
Now your memories belong to us. Memories of ice. Utopia. A dream.
Oh, wind up Gaia. Okay. And Gaia is unconscious. The Gaia is now free from Metron. She remains unconscious. We did it. She's free at last, or at least that's how it seems. She won't wake up. Gaia, I don't know if you can hear me or if you even remember who I am, but just give me a sign that you're alright. Please say something. Anything. She can hear you, Reen. Keep trying. You've brought her back once before. You can do it again. You're right, Myrokos. I mustn't lose hope. Wait, what's this? It's the necklace, but she said she left it back in the crystarium. I knew she had it on her person. Maybe she likes it a lot more than she lets on. I suppose it does hold a lot of memories for the both of us. Wait, there might be a way we can use it to bring her back. Really? Try calling Gaia's name to help bring her back to her senses. I'm not sure how to reach her, but if she remembers the necklace, maybe she'll find her way back to us. Gaia, we're right here beside you. Come back to us. The necklace begins to glimmer faintly. You can only hope that Gaia is able to hear your voice. She can hear us. I know she can. Now all we can do is pray that she'll return. Gaia, I know you're in there somewhere. If you're lost, I'll find a way to reach you. I swear it. Where am I? Metron, I'm finally free of you, it seems. Ah, my dearest Gaia, that fate should part us once more. Still, this is what you wanted. There's no need to be quite so upset. What do you mean? You've been released from Eden, free to be reborn. Perhaps one day fate will bring us together again, in another life. After all, you've already found me once, in spite of everything. I might even be the one to find you. I fear you will come to forget me, to forget the times we shared. Perhaps, after all, memories are such fragile things. That's why I'm planning to keep a diary. Even after I am gone, my memories will live on. for future generations to discover. Yes, they'll read the tale of the girl bound by duty and her loyal protector, arrived in her hour of need. Perhaps you might leave out the part where that protector was the one who needed saving. You have grown strong, Gaia. If I'd found you sooner, then maybe... No, wait. Don't leave me. Until we meet again, Artemis. Oh. Whose name did I just... Well, never mind that for now. I need to get out of here. Wherever here is. I feel as though there's someone I'm supposed to be, somewhere I'm supposed to be, but I can't, for the life of me, remember where. What's this? Is this ice? It certainly looks like it, but it doesn't seem to melt. And it shines so brightly. I've seen this before. That's it. There was a girl, but what was her name? Reen? Ooh. You remembered. I could never forget you, try as I might. So the ether that Eden had absorbed was returned to the land. Now, just like Metron, the empty can finally be reborn. Though it can hardly be called the empty now, it's a utopia. I'm thrilled that we've been able to restore the empty, but I can't stop thinking about Metron and Logriff. It seems to me that they were only bound to their duty because of their memories. It seems that there's something within that doesn't want to be forgotten. Their souls live on, no matter how many times they go through the cycle of death and rebirth. I wonder what their lives would have been like if they'd never remembered and had carried on living amongst us mortals. Then again, I suppose I am a Logriff in a way, but still me. Where I belong. By the look on her face, Rain can scarce believe that the empty is restored. I still can't believe this is happening. It's a dream come true. I just wish the others were here to see it. I'll be sure to tell them about it. Perhaps Gaia could pay them a visit and share the good news. Can Gaia go to the source? I'll be sure to tell them all about it. I'm kind of curious, can Gaia Gaia? But how would she do that? Well, Ascians can travel between worlds, can't they? I might be able to do it too if I find a way to use my Ascian powers. It may prove a bit tricky now that I'm separated from Metron, though. Well, to be honest, I'd like it if you stay in this world. At least for a while. We still have much to do together after all. Actually, I wanted to ask something. When you say the others, do you mean Thancred the Bookworm and Arianje, your knight in shining armor? Other way around, but yeah, there's time to sort that. No, it's the other way around. Oh, is it? Seems my memory's even less reliable than it was before. The main thing is the whispering in my head has stopped, so I shouldn't have any more bouts of amnesia. Even so, there's a part of me that'll miss hearing the fairy's voice. I know how you feel, Gaia. Anyway, we've all been through rather a lot. So why don't we head back to civilization for some much-needed rest? Alright, leave the piloting to me. Still a heat wave, huh? Okay, I know she insisted on piloting the Sky Slipper, but given her recent exertions, it wasn't such a good idea. I understand that keeping the Sky Slipper here allows us to save fuel from traveling all the way back to Mortsuk, but can't we just carry a bit extra? It's not easy crossing the desert in these heels, you know? I seem to remember you weren't enthused when I suggested buying some nice sensible walking boots. Come to think of it, maybe we should rest here for a while. You must be tired after all that piloting. I'm fine. Besides, I had the two of you to keep me company. It was over before I knew it. Taking in the scenery with the wind in my hair really helped clear out the cobwebs too. Perhaps I should see about getting my very own Sky Slipper. What? You can't just buy one. Even if you could, they'd cost a fortune. Oh, I'm sorry. That must be my Yomoran upbringing speaking. I'll have you know, I'm almost as comfortable in more humble surroundings like Mortsuk, for example. That reminds me, it's time we made our way there and told Yalfort all about, well, everything. I'll say one thing for this place, for better or worse, I'll never forget the smell. After all the unimaginable things we've seen in the empty, it's nice to get back to a bit of normality for a change. Welcome back. I take it all is well in the empty. It is now. Not everything went quite as we'd planned. To put it mildly, but we managed to revive the ambient ether, and now all we need to do is wait for the changes to become widespread. Truly wonderful, just wonderful. I'll share the tidings with our inner circle, and perhaps it is time more people knew of your expeditions as well. Of course, we'll continue to monitor the situation, but I'm sure it won't be long before we can allow members of the citizenry to make their own forays into the empty. I'm pleased to say that I too have some good news to share. Our investigators in Yolmar have finally found information pertaining to Gaia's true identity. Really? As it pertains to matters of a private nature, the information is being treated as highly confidential, so I haven't actually looked at it myself, but I imagine it includes Gaia's real name. To be honest, I'd prefer not to know. But why? You see, I've come to learn a lot about my past, even before my life in Yulmore. I know now that I'm the reincarnation of Logriff, and Ascian, and Mitron, the one who was transformed into Eden, was someone very special to me. For 100 years, Mitron called out to me in the hope we'd be reunited, but there was no answer. Even so, Mitron held on to those precious memories of our life together and stopped at nothing to make them a reality once more. I know now that Mitron wanted the same as us. Wanted the world to be as it once was. Yes, it is a shame that things turned out the way they did. In those 100 years of solitude, that dream became an obsession. I would have likewise succumbed to the darkness within if it weren't for Reen and Myrokos. If someone had also been there for Mitron, who knows what might have happened. That's why from now on I want to help those in need, to give their dreams a chance to come true. For me, the name Gaia symbolizes hope, and though each of our lives may be but a drop in the great river of time, hope springs eternal. Gaia. Oh god, this is taking me back to 5.3. So, I'm sorry. While I appreciate your efforts to find my past, I'm looking to the future now, as Gaia. No need to apologize, Miss Gaia. As long as you are happy, then so are we. Right, I expect my colleagues will be keen to turn their attention to the empty. If you'll excuse me, I have expeditions to arrange. Till next time. So what shall we do now? Come on, Reen, don't tell me you've forgotten. The festival at the Crystarium, remember? And don't even think about leaving me out. I wouldn't miss it for the world. And with that, Eden is complete. If you liked what you saw at any point, please like, share, and subscribe on YouTube. Give me a follow on Twitch. Hit the notification bells. And until next time, see you anon, friends.